Hi, I am Grace Baroni, and welcome back to Conversations with the ERC5. Today I am delighted to have with me Dan Bisson from Catie's Closet. Dan, welcome to the show.
Hi, Grace. Thanks for having me.
I am super excited to have you with us here today. Catie's Closet is fabulous. I love the whole story. I mean, this is a family project.
Yep.
And it's turned into a beautiful legacy that is making a wonderful impact. It's just like a win-win all around. Can you share with our viewers the story?
Yeah. So Catie's Closet, the inspiration for Catie's Closet was Catie, as you may guess. Mm-hmm. Catie was my sister. It's a couple things, that led to this whole thing. She was really into education herself. She wanted to be a writer. She was an avid reader, and she really believed that education was a pathway for the individual to succeed and have a better life, and also just society in general would make a better place, if everyone had access to an education. And a few months before she passed, there was an article in the local newspaper, and a reporter had shadowed a few homeless students. They were living in a tent under a bridge, and he sort of shadowed their day-to-day life, and they never really did go to school because they didn't have the things they needed. So a few months later, after she passed away, and Lowell High School, which is where me and my siblings all went, they reached out to do a scholarship, and my family just wanted to do something that would be, have a wider reach, be a little more longer lasting than a scholarship that may just sort of fade out after a year. So they thought about that article and about her passions and decided to open the first Catie's Closet in Lowell High School.
And we are so grateful. But what a wonderful way for the family to come together. And how do we preserve Catie's legacy, and how does this live on? And you're making a tremendous impact in the school systems. Because I think that's something that we all miss. Because I went to your location in East Long Meadow, which is absolutely fantastic. I encourage our viewers to give you a call and go out there and see what you have. It's absolutely fabulous. And then the closets that you create in the schools. So I took all of that home, and I was thinking about it. And when my kids were in school, that Santa's Secret shopping was a big thing, and they would have little tokens and go in and shop for gifts for the family, and they thought it was the greatest thing. Yeah. And imagine how you empower these students, someone who's homeless, but you've got a closet in the school, and you're empowering them now. You're giving them the opportunity to go in there and shop the closet and make decisions about what they're going to wear, and actually be able to pick out these amazing goods that they need, and you provide it for them.
I think that format's a really important part of it too, because not to knock anyone who does have a garbage bag full of clothes for kids who need it in the school or something, but I think it makes a big difference for them to go in and see this room that's, this painted this bright color, and it's got all the graphics, and it's fully stocked, and it feels more like a shopping experience, and they're supposed to be there. Yeah. And it doesn't, they feel good about it while getting help.
Exactly.
So you know how hard it is to get help sometimes. I think we all know.
It is, but if we all stop and take a pause, it's all about presentation for each and every one of us. So why aren't we looking at it the way you and your family did? Let's present this in a beautiful way, and let people go in and shop for their needs. Yeah. Pick what they want. Not having to, and it's just beautifully displayed. I love what you've done. I know your Aunt Mickey has a fabulous retail background. It shows. Yeah. It's amazing.
She's good at what she does.
Yes, she is. Yeah. Well, you're all doing amazing things. So how can we help spread the message here in Western Mass? Because this is your first venture out this way, right?
Yeah. So, I have been out here trying to establish Catie's Closet in Western Mass for about 5 years now.
Wow. Okay.
But pretty much out of my house. So we didn't really want to make a big deal out of it because I was kind of already overwhelmed with all the donations I was pulling into my own house. Now that we have this warehouse here in East Longmeadow, we have our distribution center set up. Yeah, we are ready to engage the community, and we want everyone to know we exist. And thank you for this opportunity, because I think this is a really great way to get started.
Absolutely. Delighted to be able to spread the word. And as we're getting ready to go back to school, what schools are you in, or communities, and where would you like to be? So
right now we have, I want to say, 9 schools in Springfield and 1 in Holyoke.
Okay.
We definitely would like to be in all the schools in Springfield and Holyoke that have the need. And also, hopefully, eventually the other surrounding towns as well. I know Chicopee has reached out, and we're going to begin to talk to them as well.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, there are very many schools around here. So
how do you sustain these closets?
With lots of help from the community. So we definitely are looking for people to go in and clean their closets out, and bring anything that's, in good shape down to us. We're looking for any clothing down from like toddler sizes up, really just the whole full range of sizes, but sort of age appropriate clothing. And we're looking for businesses and other organizations in the community to run drives. For new and used clothing, for toiletries, for shoes, for anything like that, with that engagement, that is how we keep these places stocked, and, we do, when you rely on donations, you don't know what you're going to get, and we don't know what the need is going to be. So inevitably we do have holes in our inventory all the time. And that is when all the monetary donations really come into play, because we fill all those holes by buying the product that we need. Okay. So namely, underwear and toiletries are a big part of that we buy new. But also, as we're getting this new distribution center up and running, we are struggling to keep it full right now, as we are just stocking our schools for the beginning of the year. So we're running out of just about everything right now. So
you need the help of the ERC5 membership and our viewers out there in the community to reach out to you, and we'll share that information with everyone. But hopefully this will spark an interest and get that moving.
I hope so.
And I know many of our members would certainly be interested in holding a clothing drive to support our students.
That'd be great. We make it really easy. We can provide flyers and donation boxes, and people usually run a drive for 2 weeks. And then we can come and pick everything up, make it super easy for everybody.
Fantastic. And you've got that van.
Yep.
So if we're hosting networking events, the van is always available to come out.
We can come down with the van.
If we can encourage our guests to bring items with them, you can collect them.
Yeah, I would love to do some events like that with the chamber.
We're on board. We are very excited about all of the possibilities for working with Catie's Closet, because our youth are so important, and it's critical that we make sure they have what they need to start the school year on the right foot. You need to reflect back to when you were a child and how important it is to have those items, and how when you feel good in something, it's a great day. And
I never really wanted for any of those things. And in fact, if I'm being honest, I wore like the same sweatshirt through 4 years of high school. I was kind of a weird kid who maybe didn't want to fit in, but I know what it's like. High school is probably one of the hardest times of our lives, honestly. So
yeah, it is. And you get all those part-time jobs and babysitting, so you can save the money to go to the store to buy like that great pair of jeans that you want.
Yeah.
And I know that was a long time ago, but I'm sure it's still the same mindset for kids. And I think this is amazing because it provides them an opportunity.
Yeah, and we, it's very rare that I get to directly witness anything that any of our impact, but we do survey the students and our school partners, and the overwhelming response is that they all do think this is important. They do think it cuts down on like bullying and makes it, helps attendance and attention and things like that. So
there's another key piece of it, right?
Yeah.
You hear that about bullying. Sometimes just because someone doesn't have, the right clothes or whatever it is, people will pick on them.
And then you just don't want to go to school.
Yeah.
And then it just,
and then
the
you can't learn when you're
the
there because it just causes this domino effect. And we don't want to do that. We want them to have amazing experiences.
Yeah.
And learn
yeah.
and grow, because there's so much wonderful opportunity out there. So we've talked about how the membership can help you and the viewers out there. What is the best way for them to get in touch with you?
So we do have our website, www.catiescloset.org.
Okay.
You can email me. I believe we're going to post my email with this video.
Yes, we are.
So. And if anyone has donations or to drop off, we're at 16 Deer Park Drive in East Longmeadow. And if we're not there, we have a deck box out front. You can pop your donations in there. So don't fret. We will receive them.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And I am looking forward to many collaborations with you. And I look forward to having an event at Catie's Closet, because I was in awe of the location of what you have there, and I'm excited to share it with our viewers. So thank you so much, Dan, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. It was a blast.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you'd like to be a guest on Conversations with the ERC5, please go to our website at ERC5.com. There is a form on there that you can fill out and submit your name. We'd be delighted to have you join us here at Stonegate Studios in Wilbraham. Thank you.